Hey everybody, thanks for choosing Stage Time Trivia for all your trivia needs. This video is going to kind of show you how we run a game locally in upstate New York. Now obviously you're free to execute this material in whichever way you find the most simple and convenient for you, but this is the way we run it locally, and so we'd like to share the how-tos with you as a new host. Each week you're going to receive download access to a new zip file. Now the zip file is going to contain everything you need to run that week's trivia. The file itself will contain an instructions Word document, which is basically just a written version of what this video is, a scorecard PDF file that's for you as host to keep track of all your players' scores. There's going to be a master question and answer Word document, which contains all the questions and answers for the week. You're going to have a general answer sheet with the 4 lines on it for the Q&A rounds. And then there's going to be 3 different PDF files containing that week's special handout rounds: the picture round, the crossword round, and the matching round. Now you're going to need a printer, that's kind of a must, or you can abuse the one that you have at your day job. I recommend that. The instructions Word doc, you don't need to print that every time, that's only there for your reference. The master trivia Word doc with all the questions and answers and the scorecard, you're going to want to print one of those per game. Now the general answer sheets and handout rounds, how many of those you print and distribute is entirely up to the needs of your event. We recommend having enough printed materials to accommodate at least 10 teams. So that would mean printing 10 picture rounds, 10 crossword rounds, 10 matching rounds, about 40 general answer sheets. You're going to want 4 of those per team. And we've created the PDF document to yield 3 answer sheets per print. First, introduce yourself, promote anything that you or the bar would like to promote, talk about whatever prizes have been decided upon for the winners, whatever you might want to talk about in an introduction. Second, go ahead and explain the rules. There's 7 rounds altogether, and the team with the most points at the end of the 7 rounds is going to win. Explain how the general answer sheets work. Now for those rounds, you're going to read 4 questions. Players will answer to the best of their ability. Now then there's a point system to consider. You're going to see the 1, 3, 5, and 7 on the right. Players are going to want to circle one of each point value depending on how confident they are in their answer. For example, if you read number 1 and people have no idea what the hell you're talking about, those players will probably want to circle the number 1. But if you read number 2 and all your players are in agreement, they think they know what that is, they got to go ahead and circle the 7 for the most points. You got to use one of each for a total of 16 points. There's also a double down box in the upper right hand corner. Now if a team is confident that all their answers are correct, they can check the double down box for a possible double the points, so doubles of 16 would be 32. But double down's all or nothing, so in other words, if they get one wrong and they've checked the box, they're going to get 0 points, so the double down is a bit of a gamble. Here locally we enforce 3 main rules, and by enforce we mean we just mention them once. The first rule is that the Trivia Master's word is final, so as the host, you are considered the Trivia Master. You get to call yourself that, it's kind of neat. You have the final say over any correct answers, regardless of whether you have a player who's convinced he read it differently in Cosmopolitan or whatever the hell. The second rule is that there's no shouting out the answers. That'll just ruin everybody's good time. So I like to say, even if you're not playing the game, please don't shout out the answers. And then the third rule, very important, no cheating. Players can't look up the answer on their cell phone, any sort of wacky gadget that might allow them to cheat. No cheating at bar trivia. And that's it for all the rules. So now you're ready to get the game rolling. Round 1, question and answer, general knowledge. Frequently the first round will be general knowledge. There's going to be 4 random questions about a variety of topics. We like to read each question twice and then give a few songs worth of time for teams to finalize their answers amongst themselves. To grade, just add up the points that correspond with the correct answers. One tip is to write the team's total for that round in the upper right-hand corner, so if you ever need to go back and reference a player's scorecard, or if you made a mistake somewhere along the way, that number for that round is going to be right there for you. Round 2, you can tell people they can put aside their general answer sheets for the time being, and either pass out or have people retrieve the picture round from you. There's no wacky point system here, just 1 point per picture. Pretty simple to grade. Add up all the correct pictures and add that total to round 1's total on the scorecard. Round 3 is another question and answer round. It operates just like the first round, except this round will usually have some sort of theme to it, like cereal, the Beatles, cocktails, shoes, whatever. Round 4 is a crossword round. To grade, one method we found helpful is to draw a line through the correct answers and add up the lines in your head as you go along. Round 5 is another Q&A round with an added spin to it. It's known as the mystery theme round. Now this round is going to seem like another general knowledge round with 4 random questions about 4 random topics. However, there are clue words in each of these things that lend themselves to a mystery theme, and if a team is able to guess the mystery theme, they just write it anywhere on their sheet, it's a possible 10 bonus points. Round 6 is the last special handout sheet. It's known as the matching round. Players simply have to match the thing with the other thing. There's a little answer bank at the bottom, and there's usually 2 dummy answers to throw off players. The plot twist round is the final round, and it operates a lot like Final Jeopardy. It's just different enough to not get sued. For this round, you may want to go through the point totals one more time, stressing that people should pay attention to their scores as well as maybe some of their closest competitors. On this round, players will be able to wager anywhere between 1 and their top score based on the category of the final question, which you will give them out loud. It could be Oscar winners, #1 songs, or in this example, retail stores. Your teams will have to think about how much they know about that particular subject. Then what you're going to do is start with your teams in first place and get your wagers right out loud in front of everybody going backwards. So what this does is put all the pressure on your first place team to place a wise bet. The advantage comes for the teams in last place because they get to see what the teams above them are betting, and perhaps they could place a strategic bet that secures a come-from-behind victory. It's rare, but it does happen, and it's a lot of fun. After you get all the wagers from your teams, go ahead and read the question. We like to put pressure on teams by making it time sensitive, so I'll throw 60 seconds up on a clock, kind of like the Final Jeopardy answer. After you're done adding and subtracting, in this case, all the particular points, you're going to have your winners. Distribute prizes, thank everyone for coming, and that's it. You're done. Hang out for a while, or don't, whatever floats your boat. Frequently asked questions. So I need to play music during trivia? Well, yeah, we'd almost consider it a must. We recommend an ad-free music subscription service like Spotify or Pandora. What if someone wants to double down after they've already handed their sheet in? Too bad. What happens if there's a tie? This is extremely rare, but at the end of each question and answer Word document, there is a series of tie-breaking questions you can use. Unlike the other questions, these are a who can come closest to the number type question. So whichever team comes closest to the actual answer, you can go ahead and award them first place. Who provides the prizes? Generally, the venue will provide the prizes in the form of gift cards, gift certificates, drink chips, whatever. A popular prize tier locally is a $30, $20, $10 gift card for first, second, and third respectively, or you could just do $25 and $10 for first and second and not have a third place. That's really between you and the venue. And that's it. That just about wraps her all up. If you have any other additional questions about running the game, feel free to contact us through the website and we'll respond promptly. Thank you so much for choosing Stage Time Trivia, and happy quizzing.